Shout out to everybody who's still rocking with us. We just covered dumbass Cleveland, getting rid of a coach who didn't mind coming to a place that's super cold early on in the fall with snow, the worst fans. And not only was he okay with going there and working, he actually was winning games at doing it. But because, I don't know, you lost to a presumptive defending champion Celtic squad, he had to go. Then we talked about Sean Payton being the worst head coach ever and still milking that zombie Bill Parcells coaching tree. Rawr, it never goes away. The scam that just won't stop scamming. Rawr. Now, I don't cover golf. I don't even watch golf. I'm not around the game. I am pretty much, I don't care if you do golf. There's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm about to go ahead and talk about is the BS that happened in Valhalla regarding a prominent golfer. I guess he was number one in the world. Again, I don't watch golf, so you're going to have to pardon my ignorance there. But living in this region, there is a lot of things that were glossed over. Now, some of this is going to be me, and then most of this is going to be Yahoo Sports and Jay Budsby. Now, the BS media tried to make this out of a cop harassing the world's number one golfer in the world, and whatever theory you subscribe to, you automatically rush to judgment. Because I saw guys retreat to their coveted cows, and not only in the political landscape, but also certain media outlets. Because anytime there's something that happens with the police, everybody rushes to the police and says, hey, look, we need to kind of wait until all of the facts come out. However, when it was their sacred cow, golf, many people were like, oh, the Louisville police, they overstepped these people are so much idiots. Somebody's going to lose their job over this. They were actually cheerleading for somebody to get fired. Now, the police investigated the officer because he didn't have his body cam on. So they dropped the charges. They didn't say the detective was out of line, but ask yourself, when was the last time you heard about a detective wearing a body cam? Again, with so much of this national outrage focused on this story, you had people calling for this man's job. But then you had to ask yourself, I've never heard of a detective wearing a body cam. A homicide detective. Right. Don't be a dumbass all your life. So what was the golfer accused of doing? Driving through an active crime scene. Also, in the first video release, they show the car he was in turning left into Valhalla Golf Course, and a cop in yellow vest was running at his direction on foot. The reason that a lot of people leave out this, a man got killed that morning. He was hit by one of the shuttle buses that were taking tourists and everything to Valhalla to watch these golfers play on the PGA. So a man was killed. This wasn't a traffic stop. This wasn't someone who was just overstepping their bounds. Someone actually lost their life. You have an active crime scene, and then you have a guy who just runs through it, drives through an active crime scene. Now, I am not in the business of giving people grace that I would not get. If that was me or anybody listening to this program right now, you would be arrested. They would take you up out of your car, put you in cuffs, and take you to jail. And that's just what happened to him. So nobody's above the law. But the way the way the media try to slant what actually happened, it just let people go ahead and start accosting these police officers. Because I don't understand, for certain parts of the population, the police are the heroes and the champions. And if you go ahead and you challenge anything they say, then pretty much you're being some sort of agitator. But when it's clear and it's about your sacred cows, oh well, now we got a problem. We got a huge problem. We'll get back on this story when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Drop the spot. BK, have it your way. You rule. Download the app, order online, or visit your good folks at your local Burger King. BK, you rule. Now, when we left off, we were talking about the cop in the yellow and orange vest running in his direction. Now, if I am driving through a crime scene, there's police everywhere, and then I continue to keep driving, there's a cop I see in my rear view mirror and he's running after me. It would probably help me if I slowed down to listen to what he was saying and not continue to go about business as usual. Now, the second video shows him make a turn, and the moment later he's being led out in handcuffs by the detectives in the Louisville Police Department. Now, the BS Jay Bush is trying to slant the article with, stating flashing lights and drizzling rain made it hard to see. No, it didn't. Because when that story broke here locally in the Louisville and Southern Indiana area, as they were covering it, there was no drizzle rain. And drizzle rain isn't the same thing as pouring rain, monsoon, flash flood. With a drizzle, a lot of people don't even turn on their windshield wipers. And then flashing lights, that's even more risk for you to stop and ask, what's going on? Okay, I'm coming here to golf. There's all this police presence. There's flashing lights. Could someone tell me what happened? Oh, this guy died. He got hit by a shuttle bus, and we've got the area taped off right now. Oh, okay. Is there a different way to get around? You see how easy that is? No, because if you have people who support golfers, oh, the police department, they need to be held accountable. Really? I don't get that. Again, I just want to keep going back to this. A man was killed. That's where all of the flashing lights and the cops came from. And if you've seen all of that, why didn't you stop right then and there? Again, don't be a dumbass all your life. Don't give somebody grace you'd never get if the tables were turned. Smoke on that. Also, notice the chief and the mayor never said they were dropping the charges. Use your brain. Now, Scheffler's attorney said, and I quote, "Our position is the same as it was last Friday. Scottie Scheffler didn't do anything wrong. We're not interested in settling the case. We will either try it or it will be dismissed. I've seen everything there is to see. Everything that is out there supports exactly what Scottie has said from the start. Notice he never addressed that he rode through an active crime scene. Allegedly. Now, this is all allegedly, so I don't get sued. It's all just blah, 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 blah. Let me just be clear. A man died. No one was harassing this golfer. Allegedly. He drove through an active crime scene, allegedly. And the videos show him turning left into Valhalla, and they show a cop chasing him on foot, trying to get his attention because they don't need to contaminate an active homicide. That's what this is all over. The arrest, that's small change. That's small change. For the humane people out there, somebody died. And is this a case I just didn't see him and I hit a guy? Or is this a case of wrong guy, wrong place, wrong time? Either way, why couldn't he stop? Why couldn't he roll down his window and talk to the police? Simple questions. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Anyway, this is my first and last take on golf. Because I just don't give a shit. But we got more, and I'll be back. This is Big Bird of that